a tough business, safe to say songwriter Jamie Moore has made it.
My job is to make you dance, make you cry, to make you laugh.
And some people don't have heart. They're just cold, bitter, rich. That's all I want to know, where they're going to put us. Look at the money they're spending on this stadium. Why couldn't they put that into housing for the homeless? A lot needs to be done, but do they care? No. They're sitting back and they got homes to go to.
You know, Lebanon is famous for the home office of Cracker Barrel.
Inside this massive warehouse, you'll find the decor and design that has once or will soon call a Cracker Barrel store home.
We just want to put a smile on people's faces when they come in with all the retail product, you know, that might bring you back to childhood, the toys that they have in there.
So with so many items inside this decor warehouse, 100,000 to be specific, you might wonder, how do they keep up with so many items? Turns out there's actually a system for it. Take a look at this. Even as small as a coffee can is actually marked with a barcode right on the top of it.
One red panda's pretty cute, but when two of them are like side by side, too much. It's too cute.
To help them deal with the cold, red pandas have a double coat of fur, much like a husky, and the fur is very coarse, which helps hold in their body heat. So the cold, it feels good to them.
This is going to be their frisky time of the year, so they're going to be much more active. They're going to be running around.
Sophia Vaughn is a third-generation owner of Silver Sands Cafe in Nashville. The Meat and Three establishment specializing in soul food, or what Vaughn says is cooking from the heart.
It's what your granny used to cook and what your mom used to cook. You gotta have soul in over to cook it. How about that?
And there's a lot to go around.
Oxtails, turkey and dressing, pork chops and gravy, without gravy, catfish whitening, corn, apples, okra, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, everything.
I don't know, maybe conceived on a motorcycle, I don't know.
Bubba Boswell is pretty passionate about motorcycles. They have just about any kind at his dealership that's been a staple of Nashville for 75 years. But they don't just sell them, they also focus on safety.
Back to our breaking news now about that huge water main break in Nashville. We're now hearing from folks who live nearby. Megan Fee is at the WKRN.com alert desk with what residents are saying.
Nicole, good morning. Since the top of the hour, crews thankfully have been able to get that water shut off for the most part, but unfortunately the damage is done for homeowners impacted by this. So here's a live look from the scene now. Much different picture than we saw about an hour ago. Metro Water Services have been able to stop the flow of water for the most part. Now we'll take you back to the scene right around 9:45. That's when crews responded. This is a home near Kinhawk Drive and Nolensville Road. We spoke with some neighbors at the scene. They say this is not the first time they've dealt with an issue like this in their neighborhood.
This week alone, again, having a gas line hit and a water line hit, it feels really irresponsible and definitely is scary as a resident.
Senseless destruction at a Nashville community garden this morning. Someone broke in and trashed the property. Now those behind the Bell Garden are trying to figure out how to rebuild. Founded in 2012, the garden located on the campus of Bellevue Middle School is across the road from Red Caboose Park. News 2 photojournalist Drew Brumfield spoke with the garden's director and a volunteer who are both heartbroken.
It's just, I never thought this would happen here.
We came through and then I saw the sign was on the ground back here, and it's kind of like, well, why is the sign on the ground? And then discovering that there's glass everywhere, and as we came to the door, noticed that the place had been broken into.
I walked in and I absolutely burst into tears because of what we do in our mission and all the folks we serve, and it just absolutely broke my heart. We are 100% volunteer and grant funded, and they took our money. They've taken our products and destroyed what we use to keep the lights on. So they've destroyed the most important thing to me right now, is that we're building a new ability garden so folks with all abilities can come and garden and be a part of everything, and they destroyed my my seeds that we were starting today. I think that that's what's really hurting me, is that how do you tell young people in the middle school and the high school that this is the kind of world
As you can see, the community garden can use some help. They are forced to ask for public donations for the first time ever. You can visit their website to find out how you can help. Also, community members are invited to help clean up the garden tomorrow morning. You can stop by starting at 9 o'clock. The garden is across the street from the Red Caboose Park.